We're staying on top of that breaking news out of Imperial County where a military plane has crashed into a home. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. This happened about 2.5 hours ago. It's still a fluid situation. Let's go right to Melissa Masiha in the Live Center with the latest on the situation. Melissa?
Yeah, we've been covering this as breaking news since 5, and we've created a map here to show you exactly where it happened. So this here, downtown San Diego, MCAS Miramar to the north, and this crash happened in the city of Imperial, about 115 miles away from downtown San Diego, at this intersection right here. This is Fonzie Avenue and Cross Road. So it happened in this area, and you can see it's a pretty rural area. So we have the houses here, but over to the east there are fields. And in this area, this is a park, so it happened as well in front of a park. I looked up the population of Imperial. It's about 15,000 people, so it's a fairly small town. But a lot of people captured video of the aftermath of that crash. We've been scouring social media, and you can see this one right here showing you the debris, the smoke, the fire there from the ground. Another video here that's going to be coming up in just a moment showing you a view a little further away. This is from the Imperial Valley Press, so the smoke there you could see for miles. Now the aircraft involved was an AV-8B Harrier out of MCAS Yuma. The military confirmed that the plane has hit at least one home. Unknown injuries to anyone on the ground, but we did learn that the pilot here ejected safely. This another photo posted on social media where you can see that debris there in front of that house. We're getting new information here from the Yuma Sun. It said that the Harrier flew out of MCAS Yuma an hour prior to the crash. So again, all this information coming in. We do have a live crew on scene, and we will bring you a report there as soon as we get it. I'm Melissa Masiha here in the 10 News Live Center. Let's go ahead and send it back to you.
And as we look at a viewer video from the scene, joining us now on the phone is Imperial Valley Press reporter Chelsea Adamy. Thanks for joining us. Chelsea, what's the latest information you've gathered from there?
Well, it's still very chaotic on scene. What we do have confirmed is that it was a Harrier aircraft from MCAS Yuma that, as the Yuma Sun has reported, flew out about an hour previous to the crash. Upon arrival, you have multiple agencies, both federal, local, and state on scene, unmarked and marked cars, all kind of doing what they can to attend to the scene. There were several flames coming out of the top of the home. Majority, if not all of the roof has been engulfed and destroyed. I spoke with some neighbors who were on scene at the time, and they described it as what felt like an earthquake when the crash occurred. Shook the walls of their homes, and one gentleman I spoke to said he had gone into the home while there were still flames on a vehicle inside the garage and helped pull out some of the residents who were too shocked to know what to do in terms of escaping the home.
Chelsea, I know that you talked with some witnesses. You were saying those residents who were in there actually didn't even know their home was on fire, that this had happened?
Exactly. He said that he went in and they were just in shock. They didn't know what to do. They weren't aware that their home was engulfed, and he just kind of helped guide them out. And the gentleman himself was still in shock and full of adrenaline. He said it was a pretty shocking scene and pretty scary.
And we know that the pilot ejected safely and was taken to a local hospital. Thank you, Chelsea Adamy, for joining us from that area with the very latest on this plane crash. And a pilot ejecting a plane into the home, well, we've seen this in San Diego.
That's right. 10 News military reporter Bob Lawrence joins us now with more on what happened here in San Diego.
It's eerily similar. The planes are different, but it's eerily similar. Let's talk about the plane first. The Harrier first flew in 1978. Now, the one involved in this crash was this version, an AV-8B, seen here at the base in Yuma. It's one of the Marine Corps' most versatile aircraft because it can do this. It can take off and land vertically. On deployments, it's used on amphibious assault ships in a concept called the MAGTAF, or Marine Air Ground Task Force, essentially to support troops on the ground. Now, we can only surmise, but given where the crash happened, it could be that the pilot perhaps was trying to make the Naval Air Facility in El Centro. That's the same facility where the Blue Angels train for their show season. The plane, though, is based in Yuma. Now, there were similar circumstances in 2008 where a pilot ejected and the aircraft hit a home. It killed 4 people there, 2 adults, 2 children. The plane then was an FA-18 fighter jet. In that crash, as in this one, an aviation mishap board will be convened to go over everything, not only on the flight, but right down to the maintenance records. Now, the Harrier will eventually be replaced with the F-35 Strike Fighter that'll also take off and land vertically. The base in Yuma is under the command of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, which of course you both know is headquartered here at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar.
All right, Bob.
So, yep.
Thank you. And we're going to be covering this story all night long and have updates on our mobile app. We also have a crew on the way to the scene, and we'll have all the very latest tonight on 10 News at 11.